Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Well, here we go. Welcome to the After the Show podcast. Thank y'all for locking in here today. We wrapped up the regular show. A thought-provoking comment by Jay Bird. If an angel swooped down from the heavens and looked you in the eye and said, "Cut that crap or you're going to hell," and then flew off, what would you think they were talking about? What do you need to cut the crap on?
Probably the After the Show podcast.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not a great showing for me. It's not helping out. Yeah.
This is probably your most sinful thing
This
you
is my
do.
most sinful 30 minutes of every single day,
The
yes.
Sin 30 Men.
Yeah, this is definitely not helping me out at all. So, yeah, maybe that's what it is. I'd have to come here. Guys, an angel told me to stop doing the After the Show podcast. I'm sorry. I can't do it anymore.
I know back in the day, and I don't know if it is a church thing, but it seems like it would be, you weren't allowed to swear. Swears were considered a bad thing.
Yeah, swearing is still something that...
It's a sin? So if I say fuck, that's considered a real sin that would prevent me from going to heaven?
No, I don't know about that. Now, here's what it is. Ultimately, what it is, and this is the belief, and this kind of boils it all down. Because, a lot of people, and here's my own personal faith and belief on this stuff, and there has been a lot of man-made stuff that has come in and kind of tweaked everything up.
Agreed.
Yes. But ultimately, what the concept is, in my belief system, and, being a Christian, what it's all about is you are trying to become more like Christ. Think about anybody else. Like, if the Kardashians had their own religion, every day and in every way, you would want to be trying to become and look and sound more like a Kardashian, which some people are doing. So ultimately, that's what being a Christian is all about, is you every single day are trying to look, sound more like Jesus. And I don't know necessarily look, because I'd be wearing robes and have a beard and sandals.
I think he would look cute in it.
It could work for me. I'm not far off. I wish I could have the hair. That'd be great.
Extensions, baby.
Yeah.
I'm sure Hair Club could get you the Jesus do.
But that's all it is. And so, what it talks about a lot of times is that there are sins of the flesh, or you have these personal desires that you have that you're trying to, in a sense, suppress.
Why is that, though? Let's say you're... I'm asking an honest question.
Yes.
And I'm not trying to get into this huge religious debate.
I'm happy to answer.
Let's say you have desires, but you have them and you're able to somewhat curb them. You still act on some of them, but your life's not a wreck. You're not doing anything to hurt anybody. Everything is on the up and up.
Mm-hmm.
Why are all desires considered so sinly?
Well, not all desires are. It's just you have to understand which ones are good, and it's about having control and restraint. Because, and you might notice this, it could happen with a diet, could happen with drugs or drinking or sex, with anything else. Just a little bit starts to creep and become a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. And so that's why, some of those things you watch, because you say, just a little bit of cake isn't going to kill me. And then next thing you know, you totally blown your diet and you eat cake 3 times a day and you're like 80 pounds overweight. That's kind of what the concept is be mindful, because if you let in a little bit of that kind of stuff, then it will slowly, before you know it, creep away from you.
I'm very fascinated by that. So we talk a lot about it on Weird and Whatever. And one of the main emails I get from people is atheists. And I'm not an atheist. I do believe in God. I have a tough time with organized religion personally.
Sure,
I
agree.
I mean, I'm never going to say you can't believe that, because I believe everyone's got their own thing and nobody really truly knows. Mm-hmm. But the one thing about atheists, I think a lot of times people think atheists hate God, hate religion, and that's not really true for all atheists. They just don't believe in it, and it's not like they don't want to believe it. It's just something that they just think you die. And the common question they always ask, or they always bring up, they say religion was a way to control people. What are your thoughts on that? Because that's what I always hear from people.
Religion has, in some instances, and sometimes, when religion was around for the most part, you had a very large gap in education and people who were uneducated at different places. You know, where we are in America is not where world history has been. And if you go way back thousands of years, so they would try to, the population's not knowing, they would be like, this is the sun god who says you must do this. And ultimately they try to do that. You know, the Catholics thing about eating the fish, there's nothing really biblical about that, but there was a deficiency in, you know, people's diets. And so they would be like, hey, if we just tag this into religion.
Make it about Jesus, but really it's not.
Right.
We can trick these dummies.
Yeah, so, you know, people have used it that. That's why I'm not necessarily into religion so much as I am into, you know, the spiritual and the faith and that part of it. So I wouldn't say I'm necessarily a religious person because I'm like anybody else. I see how religion has been manipulated and controlled people's lives and has been used to murder people and all that stuff.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I believe in something.
Yeah.
I believe. I mean, I look at the sun and I'm like, okay, there's clearly something going on here.
Yeah.
Something's making this all work.
Don't look at the sun too long.
Don't
Yeah.
stare into it.
Yeah. My question is to be a better person and do better things and always try to do that. And if you mess up, it's like anything. You don't beat yourself up too badly. You're just like, oh, well. And then you try to do it. And the reason why you do that is you seem to live a more peaceful life if you take away some of the drama and the problems.
When you mess up in your life, whatever you deemed as
Yeah.
where you're kind of going through it mentally, you feel bad. How long do you go until you start to feel better? And do you do anything in your personal life to make you not feel that way? If you've done something you are ashamed of, or you're embarrassed about, or you're like, I fucked that up. What does a Kevin Ralston do to get out of that mind process?
No, it depends. You know, sometimes it's a little bit of time.
Sure.
But yeah, my biggest things I ever felt guilty about was having a little too much to drink.
And acting a fool or saying
Or
something.
just something like that. It's like I didn't represent myself, the way that I should have.
Definitely.
You
Those
know?
are my best moments.
Yeah.
For me, that would be in my top.
That's
for
always
sure.
been my toughest. One of the other things, honestly, and I think anybody should, just be like going, look, you're made to sin. You're going to sin the rest of your life. And that's just it. And so when you do, be like, okay, you know, it's about walking a path. You're going to stumble and you're going to fall. It's like Ben Affleck got all tanked up over the weekend and, you know, he fell off of it. And all right, so, yeah, you know, probably shouldn't do that. And just get back on it and keep going, man. You're going to keep stumbling and falling. That's life.
How do you do it if you're struggling with something mental? And you feel bad about it?
I think just know that time will make it better. And just know that, whatever you're going through that you did that was kind of shitty, it'll get better with a little more time.
And it's all I think different. Everyone's levels set differently. You know, some people have a hard time of, you know, they mess up at work and they can't let that go.
I think you have to own what you did shitty and apologize to the people that you hurt.
Yeah.
And then you have to just let time heal it.
For sure. And not always it's something you did that's jerky, or sometimes you just make a mistake and you feel bad about that.
Sure.
Yeah, so somebody's here helping us out. We got an email about, Angel saying to cut the crap. If we're going by the 7 deadly sins, we can pretty much be sure that KVJ show has them all covered. Time for a poll to see who has the most. Lust.
I mean,
That's a tough one. I gotta tell you too, because I'm a heterosexual man. Still got those desires. I'm an ass man. Man, you see those yoga pants? I'm not gonna lie, it is very tough to not be like, oh, that's fantastic.
I have lust.
I'm a lusty bastard.
I have lust in my heart.
Especially when you're getting like hardly any sex, you become even more lusty, I believe.
I just sometimes I
You're lusty and crusty.
Yeah.
I wake up so horny.
Yeah, I'm bad at that one. That's a bad one on me. That's a big old dinger.
I lead the league in impure thoughts. My gosh. I really do.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
It's a bad one for me.
1 for 1.
Bad one for me.
You don't have any of that, do you? You're not a lusty person, Virginia.
No, I'm not lusty.
She's really not.
Yeah, I think we all have different variations of it. I think we all have things that we're more be like, okay, I got to watch myself. I'm more of this and that.
You're not a prude or anything, but lust is just not your thing.
Nah.
Not for people. You lust for other things.
I lust for beer.
Yeah. You know, I think, in fact, my buddy, Pastor Sean, on Sunday night, he's got a little church thing going on.
How many girls in the congregation lust for him?
He's a good-looking man.
There you
He's
go.
very trendy. He's one of them hipster preachers.
He definitely brings the girls to church.
Yeah, and he was saying on Sunday night, I'm with it too. He said so often people are always trying to suppress their sins and make it look like they're holier than thou. And he said, I think ultimately we gotta. He said you can talk about them, confess them, be honest. There ain't nothing wrong with it. He said because we all doing it.
Pastor Sean, I got lust in my heart.
Yeah, let them know about it. Yeah, I came up on going the whole message. I had a boner.
Yeah, that's a weird place to be.
Yeah.
When
Pastor
you're,
Sean, I've got a boner right now.
Yeah.
when you're in church and you have a
As
boner.
you're talking to him.
It's the weirdest thing. You're talking about this. I'm going to be completely honest.
Oh,
I did blow before service, and I've got the weirdest boner right now. And I'm going to tell you every time I'm going to text it to you. I am sinning right now. You said don't keep it in.
Imagine if you had a little marker on the top of your head every time a dude got a boner in church. Everyone knows about
Ding,
it.
you
It
look
lights
around, yeah.
up.
Boner bell.
Yeah, you'd know. Yeah, loss. Yeah, big one for me. Gluttony. Yeah.
Yeah, I got that.
Well, gluttony's what? Just eating that kind of
Yeah,
stuff?
I have bouts of where I can really delve into some pie.
Yeah, I could, but kind of like on the sin front, that's how I look at that. I know if Fat Kev is in there, you give me a little bit of an inch, and if I start like, I'll have a little bit of that.
You're good at restricting yourself dietarily.
I know I have to.
Yeah.
Because gluttony could be a big thing for me. It used to be.
I'm an emotional eater, so if you go back to the first one, if you're all depressed or sad or something, I go right for the food. I go for that when I'm happy too,
You
though.
eat your feelings.
Happy or sad, or even if I'm bored.
That's fucked.
Fuck.
Hashtag destined to be fat.
I'm destined.
I hope you guys do that DNA thing one day when you see how many markers for obesity you have. There's 5 main markers for obesity that are in your DNA.
Yeah.
I had at least partial on 4 of the 5.
I think all of the bad, the bad weight stuff that comes with, I think it's on my mom's side of the family.
Me too.
And then because my dad, they come from an athletic family. Nobody on their side has an inch of fat on them. Seriously.
On my dad's side, they're more controlled, but on my mom's side, they just let it fly.
Yeah, that's exactly how it is with my family. No offense, Mom.
But then I have diabetes from both sides.
You got the beats?
My dad has it and my mom has it, both sides.
You got a lot more in common with Chewy than you thought.
Can you start getting Virginia shots?
On the nape of my neck, you have to
Yeah.
pinch it.
Yeah, I'll start walking you.
Yeah.
Hope I don't have diarrhea in your house like Chewy did.
Oh, but he's back to solid poop. Yesterday was the first real solid.
That's exciting.
All day long, it was real nice.
That's Instagrammable.
No, it's not.
Let me see. So you had lust, gluttony, greed.
No, I don't think anybody has that here.
Not too much, no.
No, I mean, I want more money, but I mean, I'm not going to hurt anybody to get it.
That's human nature. Greed, I think, starts going to power and more money and holding people down and not.
It's never enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm never going to be like holding anybody down. I want to lift everybody up. Let's all get more money.
Sloth. One of the other 7 deadly sins.
So what exactly would that be?
Laying around like a bum.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, because there are times, man, I enjoy that, but
I feel guilty if I do it too long.
I do.
though.
You're right. But
It's balanced, though. I mean, if
It
you
is.
run and run and run, you deserve a sloth day.
absolutely.
Oh yeah, no. I think everything you say on that list, you deserve some of it. You need a lust day.
You know what goes nice with a sloth day? A gluttony day.
No, I tell you what.
Oh yeah.
But
that's
you don't want to
fun.
lust on that day because you're gross.
I'd like to pack all 7 sins in one day. let's fucking turn this thing out.
Wrath is the next one.
What is so? That would be revenge.
I guess you're just like angry. You're just kind of an asshole, I guess, right?
I think wrath too. You get revenge in your heart. You have to set the
there
record
are some
straight.
angry people. People are just like naturally angry. They always like blowing their top.
I got about 20% wrath. I'll own that one.
You're the wrathiest.
I am.
I'd be second, then Kevin, then Denny's.
Yeah.
Oh,
probably.
Denny's don't have an inch of wrath.
Denny's is human at the end of the day. He has all of what you say, but a different level. Oh, Denny's got a wrath.
Probably all do.
No, not my Denny's.
Little wrath.
Envy is one of the 7 deadlies.
Yeah. I think everyone's got that.
Yeah.
Mine's kind of weird. Like you see people a lot of times. I think you think of like, oh, look at their house, look at their car,
Look at their pool.
Yeah, that's really not my problem with envy. Mine's like, Look at their studio.
That's exactly it.
Look at all the producers they have.
Look at all the fucking views they got. Look at all. Yeah,
that's my envy.
That's my envy. All those those momedy videos I fucking hate. They get millions of views. Envy, jealousy, rage, wrath. Oh shit! Then I eat gluttony.
Yeah. And then pride. 7 deadly sins.
All right, go a little in depth with that. What would somebody who's too pride? What would that look like?
You can't admit that you're wrong.
Okay, yeah.
I think you pretty much nailed it. Yes.
We all can admit we're wrong, right?
But we all have our moments.
And we all probably have different levels of it. You know? And there are probably things that we're more sensitive about too. Some things they're going, I don't know, and you don't care, but there are other things you're guarded.
True.
Yeah, where
like
I feel like
if I mess up as a mom,
yes,
then I'm like, oh.
Your pride won't let you admit that you messed up.
Yes.
I can see that. Mm-hmm. Wow, deep convo. I love it.
Yeah, and that was just 7 deadly sins. There you go. I don't even think I even really know that, other than that movie 7 with Brad Pitt. That's the only thing I really know. I don't hear those too often.
Great movie, by the way. That's your boy Spacey's in that.
It's a great movie, but it's haunting.
You saw 7?
I did.
How did you see 7?
I don't know.
You can't even fucking watch Gremlins. And you watched 7?
I know, right?
I saw 7 because I didn't expect the ending.
The ending, the whole ride is freaky.
All along was pretty freaky. But
that is a good movie.
It is. It's a good movie, but it sticks with you.
Oh, it does. That thing's troubling, isn't it?
Everybody nailed that, too. Everybody's role was great in that. Pitt, Freeman, Spacey.
Mm-hmm. Got Thumbelina sent an email here, just a thought. Okay, so your friends are trying to summon you. What 3 items will they need?
Pizza.
Champagne.
Okay.
Some other stuff.
Yeah, she said, for instance, mine would be...
assorted drugs.
Yeah.
Well, don't say that.
The ganj pizza.
There you go.
Weed pizza? Do they make that?
Of course
Maybe you can get 2 in 1.
They make everything. This was when I was in Oregon, they were making pot macaroni and cheese. That's just not even fair.
Does it get you high?
Yeah, if you eat enough of it, it gets you fat, too.
They made that on this reality show I watch. Southern Charm is the name of it. They brought in like this catered chef, and he made a whole 5-course pot meal.
Yeah.
And you could add more of this sauce, this butter, and it had the pot in it.
That was one of the things that they were doing in Oregon was making vegan pot food.
Oh, it's so hippie.
Oh, it's so hippie.
Oh, it's so Oregon.
So Oregon. No animal product, just earthly shit, man.
No, God made plants, and herbs are plants, man.
Farm to table, weed farm to table.
So, like a suit would be, for instance, a cruise ship, a NASCAR cruise.
Oh my gosh, do they have that?
You get suits there in a heartbeat.
They have a NASCAR cruise?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure. I thought he
they
won
have a
on
cruise
one.
for about everything. Yeah, I think there's they'd probably be able to do something. Yeah, so that would be the kind of stuff. Yeah, well, it's probably a food, a beverage, something like that. I would have to do with probably a Buckeye football game, some kind of beverage floating around now.
One of your favorite? What's your favorite? I always forget. I always try to buy you craft beer, and I forget what it is. The one you love.
Yeah,
I'm gonna commit it to memory right now.
He likes the fresh.
Yeah, Fresh is up there, Civil Society.
It's called
Civil
Fresh.
Society. You have to go to the Civil Society place and get it. No big deal. That's what I did for him on his birthday.
Yeah.
Not bragging.
I know, it's tough.
Gosh, it is.
High Lie's easier to get.
High Lie.
Yeah.
Fresh fish, bitch. Okay,
Don't get fresh fish beer.
No, but I'll remember
I gotta
it
tell you,
now.
the problem is I'm doing and I don't know how long I'm going to be doing the keto, but I can't do, and I keep talking to my trainers, and they're just, they drink, so they will go out and they'll have beverages. They'll have like the Mick Ultra or something like that. And the one guy who's the dietitian, he's like, dude, I'm sorry, but the craft beer is so bad. He's like, if you have like a craft beer day, he's like, it's like having 2 Thanksgiving meals.
You're not lying. When I was drinking I drank a 6-pack one day. I didn't even look at the calories. These motherfuckers were 400 a piece. What's 6 times 4, Virginia?
2,400.
12, 18,
Yeah.
24.
2,400 calories just in liquid alone.
He said it's insane. Yeah, and I didn't. And the thing I'm starting to realize too, I didn't even know this like the other day because I was asking him. I said, okay, over the last weekend, I'm like, my first weekend, what can I, drink? Because he was like, I'd hate to tell you not to drink. He's like, look, we all drink and blah blah blah. So there's definitely things you can do that are less offensive. And I said, okay, what about a good Bloody Mary? He's like, there's so much sugar in Bloody Mary mix. I'm like, what? I'm like, are you serious? He's
Yeah.
like, yeah. He's like, yeah, check it out. I'm like, no way. So I love Bloody Marys, but I'm kind of back on the vodka now. So I'm just doing vodka, soda, and lime. And
That's what I did when I was on quick weight
That's it.
loss. I just did vodka with like 5 lemons, and I just squeeze all the juice from the lemons and make like a grown-up lemonade.
Yeah.
But then you get messed up really fast. You can only have
I
like
was-
I know, and
3
that's
of
it.
them.
Yeah.
And then you get shitty.
I was wondering why
Yeah.
Kevin was having so much fun on Friday.
Because he was fucked up.
Now I know. Vodka, bitch.
You know, I only have one. I was
Okay.
funny. I was having a good time. But yeah, that's just it. Because I know, because my wife, she's seen, you know, because I used to do just like the vodka. And she's even told me, she's like, I don't want to see like a vodka bottle just pop up in the house now. So, I got to drink at work. Yeah.
Man, you have to
You
sneak
gotta
out.
buy little airplane bottles and leave
I
them in
do,
your car.
yeah. So I
You're
got-
going to the bathroom drinking
Yeah,
it.
because she don't want me to turn to a maniac again. So, yeah, so it's real tough. So, yeah, I'm off the craft beer right now, and I don't know if I'm going to be going back because it just, like I said, my diet wasn't bad, but I just started looking at it. Eventually, I'm like, gosh, this craft beer it's the only thing I'm doing bad, and it's just starting to take its toll.
Well, if you're someone like me, I don't eat while I'm drinking. I eat when I'm done for the night. So I had 6 of those beers, and then I order a pizza. So now you got 2,400
Yeah.
calories of that.
No, it's a destructor. Yeah, it really is. I love it, and I'm sad, but that might be it of the craft beer.
So
days
maybe
for
you'll
me.
understand if you're drinking. Let's say you drink 3 craft beers a night. That's at a 6% alcohol.
Yeah.
What's going to be more on an alcohol level? 3 of those, or if you had 2 shots of Jameson? Is it going to roughly be about the same, or are shots that much stronger than beer?
Well, it's all there are a lot of different factors in there. It's like how many ounces are in your shot, what's the percentage of alcohol in it.
oh my gosh!
Yeah,
How
so
fast?
that's it.
Was
There's
that
so many
pouring?
factors into
It's
getting in. Yeah.
more math than we know how to do.
Pretty dumb,
Yeah.
dumb question.
No, it's not a dumb question, actually.
And how many more calories is it? Is it okay? It'd be better if I did 3 shots of Jameson or 3 craft beers.
I think Jameson.
I think you're right as far as the weight line goes.
As far as just like consumption, quantity of consumption, when you do 3 shots of Jameson, you feel like, all right, let's party. When you drink 3 craft beers with a high calorie content, you're like, I'm a little bloated.
Yes. And I just wonder, is it going to be better for the waistline if you do 3 shots of JMO compared to 3?
I think so, probably. I mean, I have to look at the Jameson.
So I think we all have to switch to hard liquor. That's what I've learned
honestly,
here today.
that really is in fact, somebody was like the straight whiskey black label, Keto approved, and that's kind of it. It really is the hard liquor. My thing is, I always, even if I'm not drinking alcohol, I drink fast and I drink a lot. I mean, I'm on my second one of these big old, tumblers today. I just drink.
I'm a chugger.
You're a power drinker,
I am
no matter what you drink.
Yes, and it's not necessarily that I'm alcoholic. It's
No,
just
I'm the
that
same way.
I drink a ton of liquid, so that's why I need to get on the hard alcohol, but I need to learn to just be like, okay, be very mindful that you're having a drink and then step away for a while.
You have to put something on your hand if you go out, just to remind yourself.
Set a timer, yeah.
Don't be a fucking maniac.
Yeah, you can't have another
dick.
alcoholic drink until
You
this timer
dick.
goes off. Yeah.
Then people will be like, that's so weird. He writes messages of insult on his own hand to himself.
You got to keep yourself in line. No,
You dick.
it sounds like we have such problems.
Yeah.
I feel great.
I feel great too.
So Melissa said, so Kev, what is your new go-to then? Yeah, I mean, as far as like the beers go, beers are just really tough. And there are some of the other beers that they're making, your Mick Ultras, and I know Corona's trying to do an extra, and so they're all trying to do the lower calorie carb beers out there. But I don't necessarily love those, and so, I'll probably stick with the vodka for now.
I know you legally, because you've talked about it before, smoked in Oregon weed.
Yeah.
Do you have a major difference than weed when it comes to alcohol? How do you feel when you smoke weed? Does it make you all trippy and kind of paranoid or tired? Or did it relax you and make you feel good?
Yeah, if it was something that would just kind of like take a little bit of the edge off, if I get the right dosage. When we were in Oregon and I took 2 hits. That's all I took, 2 hits.
And you never
that
smoke
joint.
weed, and it was good weed.
And I could not get the high off of me. I was just like, oh my gosh. I had like 4 or 5 hours of my flight, and I still was going through the airport high as a kite. I'm like, how do I get rid of this?
We smoked at 10:30 at night, and Kevin texted me at 7 a.m. Dude, what the fuck? I'm still high right now.
I was like, holy shit, yeah. It was tough. Yeah, I think the only thing with weed, if I could get it legally, I don't want any kind of complications. Of,
Sure.
You know, you see all of a sudden there's a story about me getting busted for drugs or whatever.
No,
in the paper.
you're not
I
here
can't have
for.
that.
You're not here to be a news story.
No, I can't
Because the
have-
Palm Beach Post will get your
They
name right.
would, yes. I would have. There would be a story. So that's one. Getting the proper dosage and convenience. Like I don't.
Proper dosage.
Yeah. So if I knew, like,
And
okay,
the proper strain too, because
Yeah.
now there's like all these different strains. One makes you happy, one makes you quiet.
yeah,
one
and I
makes
don't
you
want to
this.
smell like smoke. I do not like smoking. I don't want the lung stuff. So it's like I probably would do an edible. That would be how I would do it. So
Yeah,
I
there's
prefer not to do that.
There's
Yeah.
different ways. There's the oil. There's all that kind of stuff
I did
that's
that.
out
It was
there.
Friday night. Be like, hey, pop a gummy. I know I'm going to be chill and fun and have a good time. Yep, let's do it. That'd be great. That'd be the most convenient. I'd be all in. If I had the legal path that was convenient and I knew exactly what to do dosage-wise, I'm in.
Be careful, though. You pop a gummy, you might pop a boner. I'm just saying.
Oh, really?
Friday night.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. So take those things down. I'm good to go. So the 3 things to summon you. Yeah, I mean that's probably about it. The 3 things I'm attracted to, the most is like an alcoholic beverage, college football game, and obviously the family. I hang with them a lot, but if my family went around, there's a hot chick or something.
Oh, now we're talking weed. Friday night hot chicks. I'm coming over.
Is it okay if I pick my husband but not the kids?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. Bring Panda.
They know rules.
Yeah.
Get a babysitter for the kids.
Get some babysitters.
Get
Yeah.
like a really like high-end fine dining experience, me and Panda. That sounds lovely.
Yeah, it's a good time. So there you go. Yeah, your 3 things. What would be your draw? Yeah, somebody in the chat room saying, yeah, I had to stop with the claw. I'm still hungover from this weekend, boy. Stuff gets to you.
What, did you try to fight one of your friends or something?
You just, you know what, and especially I would tell you where the claw I think is dangerous. If you used to, because we have LaCroix in the fridge, so I drink those a lot now. And if you're used to drinking LaCroix, you're not really feeling the alcohol, and you just are drinking like you would a LaCroix, and that's where
A LaCroix is a virgin White Claw.
It is, yeah.
Well, if you're like me and you, we do pound drinks, whether it's Kool-Aid, water,
Yeah.
those White Claws. That's why everyone gets fucked up on them, because you're chugging. You think it's water. It's not.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's it. And yeah,
And
same
it does.
thing.
It puts you in a almost like a nauseous, aggressive mood with a buzz. Like, yeah, I got a buzz. What's fucking to you?
I got a tummy ache. I don't want to fight.
Yeah, and I'm right.
Some malt
I'm
liquor, man.
right.
Yeah, that's another thing too. I know malt liquor in my body doesn't agree. I get,
Yeah, malt liquor's not good for me.
yeah, I get aggressive.
I do too.
Yeah,
Malt liquor's off the list.
yeah.
Unless we want to do some weekend wrestling or something.
I can always put things right back on the list, Virginia.
It's a fluid list.
It is.
Somebody sent a little update on that Fergie Oliver. He was the one that we were playing the video on YouTube.
Yeah, he was the game show host on that show Like Mom in Canada who used to like kiss up on the little kid contestants.
And it was weird because he'd say, "Now you're gonna give me a kiss, right?" And the little girl does not want to give him a kiss, and he still goes in there and forces a kiss on him.
He tricks her.
Yeah.
Creepy.
Yeah, it really was. And it's the kind of stuff where you're like going, how did that stuff ever, how did nobody be like, yeah, why is somebody not saying something to this cat?
What was really fucked up about this show was the moms were there with the daughter.
But they wanted to win.
Well, and they probably were, you're probably like confused. Be like, wait, what is this guy doing? Because, yeah, they probably weren't first thinking about it. They're like, well, what is this guy doing?
Did you see the part where you hear somebody in the audience go, "Dirty old man"?
No, I got to, here's just a little bit of the first part of it.
Oh, Leanne. I was almost going to call you Lori. How could I miss? Oh, it's very easy. You're both very pretty. And you have green eyes. Blue. Are they? They're not blue. Now, don't tell me that. Look at me a little closer. They're green. See, I fooled you.
That was so
It's like
weird. He
He
went and
leans
kissed her
in
on the
and
lips.
kisses her like he's pretending to look at her eyes, but instead he kisses this 11-year-old girl on the lips.
And motherfucker, don't tell me what color my eyes are.
Thank
Bitch, I
you.
was born with these eyes.
I've had these eyes for a good bit. I know what color they are.
Don't you love when people try to tell you shit about your own self?
She should have clocked him.
It was the 70s.
I know.
Or the early 80s. One of the two.
Yeah, somehow, I don't know. I guess that wouldn't I don't know. Did they not know about pedophilia back in the 70s and 80s?
That clip gets even weirder the more you watch it.
Oh, yeah.
It gets way weird towards the end.
Yeah, you can go and just put in like My Mom Creepy. It's a pedo game show, Fergie Oliver, Canadian game show Like Mom if you want to go see it. And somebody did a little bit of research on this cat. I guess apparently he was pretty big back in the day. He'd done, he was on news, did sports, made 1.4 mil, and then he really didn't get blasted much while the show was on TV. But, with YouTube and things like that, as you got into like the late 80s and 90s, people were really then starting to be like, dude, that's weird, man. And he kind of got ostracized. And now nobody knows where he is or what he's doing. They assume he's just like living quietly somewhere because, he has that rep. Nobody be like, dude, that was, you just can't get over that. He's probably, I was trying to be, I don't know. You would think.
He probably thought he was being coy.
I don't know.
And yeah, I know, because the one part it goes, he says to the girl, well, if you don't give me a kiss, you can't win the game, which, I mean, is the textbook creepy
So creepy.
thing you say.
Yeah, it was rough. So, interesting stuff on that. I don't know how I'd never seen that.
If you really want to get weirded out, watch Bicycle Man, the Different Strokes version. It's a show, Different Strokes with Gary Coleman. I told you about the Bicycle Man. It's weird. They put the laugh tracks in there, and it's all about the Bicycle Man being a pedophile, but there's all this canned laughter through the whole thing, and it's really fucking weird because he says something inappropriate to the kids, and the kids get uncomfortable and say something back, and then you hear canned laughter. It's weird, man.
Yeah, it was, I don't know. Did we not know about pedophilia when I was kids? I mean, I never
No, we
thought
knew
about
about it, but think about all those stories. Even I saw Joey Behar give an interview to Rick Springfield. Rick Springfield was in his 50s getting this interview, and she's talking about how he was dating and having sex with Linda Blair, who at the time, he was 25, she was 13 or 14, and she's laughing about it. Like, what was going on with that? Oh, Rick being Rick.
Rick being
Rick being predatory.
I mean, but I think that's how people looked at it back then.
Yeah.
Not everybody, by the way.
Yeah. Got a question here from Jen. Are you planning a ceremony when Jaybird takes off the cheerleader costume? A strip tease for KVJ TV or the ATSP would be great. Underwear optional. Just kidding.
Oh, you can handle. Yeah, we'll do something real nice.
How's your Spanx treating you?
You know, the Spanx, I'm having mixed emotions about them. They're giving me a redunculous wedgie in my butthole. Not the most comfortable feel.
Prove it?
It's really not good. I think I'm going spankless.
Yeah, are you going to maybe do something at least like I think maybe a nice social media video?
Yeah, so I was going to be working on, I wanted to kind of document this whole social experiment because it is pretty awful only because it's so constant. You have to be out and you have to always explain yourself. The other day I had that treadmill brought to me. I had to go out and kind of help them. I'm like, hey guys, I'm with the radio show. I'm just blah. You have to explain everything.
These are men. These are moving men.
Real men, yes.
Real men. And now you're explaining why you're not a real man.
I think I'm going to do a little Dolphin song.
Okay.
Maybe fuck you, Dolphins.
Thanks for nothing.
Fuck the Miami Dolphins. If I bleep out fuck, can I do that one, Kev?
Yeah.
Fuck the Miami Dolphins. Yeah, we may not get that interview though.
Yeah.
You want?
Maybe don't do fuck them.
All right, I'm just throwing out.
Okay, and here's a suggestion. I'm listening to the show now, and you're talking about getting a motorcycle. You should look into a Vespa. They're cool, and they have Vespa groups that do stuff together. I think that would fit in with Jaybird, fit in with that kind of group.
A lot cheaper too.
Yeah, and those scooters, you can see those are pretty cool.
And they're Italian, just like you.
I love those actually. That yellow one.
Poppin'.
Popping like mustard.
And look at that long seat. You can put your little girlfriend Denny's on the back.
And my long balls. It's perfect.
The seat's almost long enough for your balls and Denny's.
A question here that somebody texted in to us. En español.
Uh-oh. You have to translate?
I believe so. Mi pregunta como el pájaro y Denny's encontraron a ese hombre horrible. Como? My question, how come the bird and Denny's found that horrible man. Oh, they talking about...
how did we find that clip?
Yes.
So I'm always trying to find clips for the KVJ show, for Weird and Whatever, just to bring for material. I mean, I think I sent that to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I sent you the Lionel Richie video, too, just because...
Oh, the... Hello.
Yeah. We constantly need material, y'all.
Yes. That is definitely creepy.
I think they're insinuating that I was on the internet trolling to look for creepy videos.
I'm looking for inspiration for my
Yeah.
I love
ways.
kissing little girls if they don't want me to.
Oh, gosh. Stop. It's not even funny to fucking joke about.
And on the uniform, somebody said, I think Bird should take off the uniform now. They're absolutely tanking. Bird is playing a rigged game. The Dolphins aren't even trying. You're trying to support them a team that is trying. And, yeah, that is a question after last night. They made a call that I can't wait to – I'll be watching sports today to see if anybody's saying – come on. It's starting to look obvious.
We have a few listeners that are actually angry at me that I'm doing this bit still. They say terrible, terrible things. They think it's a stupid bit. It's dumb. And I get it. It probably is.
It's polarizing because it's NFL. And people either love the Dolphins or hate the Dolphins. And then they're just...
I don't even watch football. I don't even like the Dolphins.
That's why it's funny to me.
Yeah, what do you think? Is it too lame to keep it going?
No, I think you have to.
I think you do it, but I would. To me, I would think the end of the season. I mean, it's look. They wear their uniform when they're in season, and it would not be something that if they don't get a win this year.
I don't think they're tanking on purpose. I really don't. You don't go up 14-0. They wanted to win. They just aren't good enough.
Yeah, no. I honestly, I agreed to some respect, and that call is questionable. And there are just some trades that I just don't understand. And, the one, they got rid of Minkah Fitzpatrick, who was,
integral last night.
He was a first-round pick and the kind of guy you would try to build to me, I'm like, maybe they think they'll be good in 3 or 4 or 5 years. I don't know. But when you start trading away in the Laramie Tunsil, they had 2 trades that I'm like, young guys that you would have built the future of the Dolphins around that they trade away, and Minkah Fitzpatrick gets 2 interceptions against you last night.
So you don't think it's lame if the Dolphins get beat all year, and if I don't take it off during the offseason, it's okay if I take it off during the offseason? That's not. Is that considered lame though?
No, I think you put it back on to start the new year, but. Yeah, I honestly, I think the Dolphins I'm starting to question that they legitimately might be wanting to lose. And then the biggest question that I have is I don't even know if they have the right kind of guys to even make the picks to get quality players next year. I mean, it's just because you got picks doesn't mean you're going to be good.
So I'm fucked then. I'm wearing this all through the rest of 2019. I just got to get that in my head. It's okay. I commit. I'm a big boy.
But when this season is up, whenever their last game that they lose is, I think you can hang it up and the bit's over.
Yeah, but the rest of this year for me is going to suck.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be the rest of the year.
Unless they beat the Jets.
That's the only fucking thing I am holding on to, and I don't want to hold on to this hope anymore because I had it last night, 14-0. It felt good. It looked like the Steelers were going to even score in the first half.
Oh, they were playing with your heart.
It did, and then the third quarter, that one play you're talking about, fucking irritated me so bad. And then I walked down for 2 minutes, and it was 14-10. And then I start swearing to myself, and I'm on Twitter just rambling. I'm like, what am I doing, Bird? Enjoy the ride, buddy. Enjoy it. Have fun with this thing.
Twitter is so funny because when you go on there and you make a sweeping declaration, sometimes it can turn back around on you.
I just don't want to piss off my sister for her wedding. Orlando, I'll be able to deal with. That's fine. It's the flying out and all that shit. Are they going to give me bullshit problems for my outfit getting on a plane?
No.
Okay. Good. Because I will make some noise.
Yeah, Sam said that ESPN was talking about the 3rd and 20 this morning that Pittsburgh scored a touchdown on, and some of the people on ESPN were saying, after they traded their running back, Kenyon Drake, that they are tanking.
Yeah, but those
according to Mina Kimes. But yeah, they're
talking heads.
They always just, I know, I kind of get the sports game. You say shit you don't even mean just to try to get people
to rile them up.
Yeah.
Yes,
it's like I don't really believe that.
You know what's going on. You had your own sports show.
I did. Yeah, I got enough to understand Yeah.
The Bengals defense will never stop any. What? Fucking Bengals never stop. Fuck
Yeah. You have to always talk in absolutes, Virginia.
Yeah, you're right. Gosh, I hate sports talk.
I think
I
I'll
did
have
too.
an absolute double.
Sports talk from people who've never played sports
I
before.
hated it. Yeah, by the end of it, I'm like, oh, it's so annoying. Okay. All right. Let me see here. Monica had a question. Kev, can you explain what you're doing to start the keto diet? My mom and I are in desperate need to start this diet recommended by doctors. What meals are you using? What foods can you not have? It is an ongoing process. I would not say I'm an ace of it. And I'm trying it for just a little bit of time to see if my body responds to it and it's effective. I just know that I'm like, enough's enough. I'm getting back in shape and shedding off the fat. So
Me too, brother.
That all I know. And all I know, it's just the carbs and sugars. And you just have to continually ask, probably do some research a little bit. But that's the other thing, too, is my trainer's like going, look, there's a lot of bad info on there. You can do some deep dives. It gets confusing. So for me, staying away from, the breads, you got to watch little sugars, like even a balsamic vinaigrette. I can't do the balsam part.
Why do you want feet juice? I hate balsamic.
Oh, balsamic reduction. There is nothing better.
Oh, I knew you'd like that, DeQuesta.
Yeah.
I love it. You cook it down. You make it so it's like thick, like honey.
Yeah. And craft beers are very not keto friendly. It's a combination of all the carbs and sugars. So there's a
Pretty
lot
much
of both.
Everything you love, you can't have it.
Yeah, that's it. So we'll see. That's kind of what it is.
I know I gotta be good today, but boy, I'd be good when being bad is so now. We already discovered that I got a lustful, hungry heart.
And you can also find a meal service. The meal service that I use, they have a keto paleo section.
Meal service you do they charge you a service fee, and then on top of that you have to tip? Like what how is that all
No, I don't tip. No, it's just a charge for delivery, and I don't tip.
They charge you by the week usually, and you get a certain amount of meals. They drop them all off. You put them in the fridge, and then you.
It's handy. I like it. It's a menu. I go online once a week. I pick out the meals for the week. And you can do it by calories. You can do it by, like I said, I'm on the keto plan now. So I pick out some meals from the keto plan, and then they just drop them 2 different times, 2 deliveries a week, a Monday and a Thursday morning. And they're right out front your door, and you just grab them, put them in the fridge, and go.
If I wanted to get unhealthy stuff, could I? Or is it always healthy shit?
Well, I think they kind of go on theirs being healthier. There would be some that could. I mean, there's some things that, are questionably not healthy.
Like a cheese puff or something?
But I think everything kind of is slanted towards.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
If I get
Just call the pizza delivery guy.
I'm just saying,
He'll bring you the cheese puff.
Well, if I do this service, there's gonna be a good 90%. I'm gonna want to do it the right way. But if it's a Tuesday and I'm like, I want to try some of these
separate call.
These cheese puffs. Okay,
Yeah, you need a separate dealer.
Okay.
They have like a fit person fat food.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Denny's tries to give me.
It's
that
like
shit.
those chocolate protein balls, something like that.
Oh, Denny's gave me a fake ass Rice Krispie treat the other day, and it was some bullshit, non-GMO, fucking cardboard health crap.
Have you ever had a vegan healthy donut?
Oh, get it here.
No. Mags likes to go vegetarian. I think she just does it because it's trendy.
Yeah.
But she found in some juice bar these vegan healthy donuts. She's like, Mom, look, it's donuts. You want one with me? This thing tasted like cardboard ass.
Yeah. It's like, what's the point?
It's so bad.
Denny's likes this vegan mac and cheese, and I'm like, oh, Denny's, that smells so terrible. It smells like just hot, you're right, hot cardboard. It's gross.
Yep. There you go. All right. Well, that is it for us here today. And thank you very much for locking in. Oh, I forgot. My board is still messed up. So.
This is the After the Show podcast. He's gonna get real and get up in that ass.
There we go.
There we go.
All right.
That's great, Virginia.
All righty. Thank y'all for locking in here today. Go check out that Virginia's the Witch video. It's fantastic. It's on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, if you could be so kind, leave a comment down there. Even if you fucking hate it, I don't give a shit. I just want some action down there.
Yeah.
This is the worst thing ever. Perfect. I don't care.
Yeah, that's some good stuff. So go check out that video. It's doing very well. A lot of people are loving it. Go see what everybody's talking about right now on the KVJ Show YouTube channel. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.